welcome back to another What's for Dinner. So tonight I am not feeling it. I do not want to cook, but I am because I don't want to eat out. I don't want to spend the money. So tonight we are actually having honey garlic chicken breast. I found it on Pinterest, so I'll link it down in the description below. But before I show you everything, I went to my post office box today after work. I don't think I went at all in December, but I had a sweet card, Christmas card from a lady named Karma. I am not going to even attempt pronouncing your last name. I don't want to mess it up, but thank you so much for the wine voucher. I'm gonna look on there later tonight and see if there's something that I like and use that. So thank you very much, Karma. And I also got a card from Jen Chapin. It's a thank you card. So thank you so much, Jen, and you are very welcome for your ornament. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate that. So let's go ahead and get into what we're having for dinner. Like I said, it's honey garlic chicken. It's not really keto because you have to use flour and you're using honey, but I think it's gonna be really good. And I think the recipe said it was like 23 grams of carbs. I know that's a lot, but it just sounded so good. What you need for this is a pound of chicken breast. It's in the microwave right now, thawing out. Salt and pepper, a quarter cup of flour, 3.5 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 2 garlic cloves, 1.5 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, a tablespoon of soy sauce. I'm actually gonna use the coconut aminos, and then a 1/3 cup of honey. So let's go ahead and get to making this. Hopefully my chicken is thawed out by now. I'm going to start melting my butter in my pan, and then my chicken, I'm going to salt and pepper it on both sides, and then I'll dredge it through the flour on both sides. Now, I only used 3 chicken breasts. These are kind of small, as you can see. So you're just gonna put your chicken in the skillet and fry it on both sides until it's nice and golden brown like it is here in my skillet. And now I'm adding in the garlic, and it said to put the butter right on top of the garlic, let that melt and saute a little bit, and then you're going to add in your coconut aminos or your soy sauce, whichever one you're using, and your honey as well, and mix that up. And then you're just going to spoon that mixture over top of your chicken until it thickens a little bit. For our sides with this meal, we're going to have some zucchini and yellow squash or summer squash, whichever you call it. I'm just going to sprinkle some garlic salt and onion powder on this and saute those until they are cooked. I think I just have some olive oil in the pan there. And this is what it looked like. The chicken was very, very good. Tonight for dinner, we're gonna have Mexican pizzas, and they're like the Taco Bell ones that they no longer have now on the menu. but I'm gonna make it myself. I have my hamburger meat. I need to thaw it out. Here is my taco seasoning that I use. I believe I can find a link for the recipe for this, and I'll link it down in the description. For the taco pizzas, I'll just brown up the hamburger meat like I normally do with the taco seasoning, and then when we're ready to put them together, I will take the corn tortillas, fry them in ghee, which is this clarified butter. This is really good. I love this stuff. And here I have for my salad some romaine lettuce. I just washed it and spun it dry in my OXO salad spinner. I have some lettuce already cut up, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this and then chop up some of this and put it in my OXO salad container. I love this thing. Let me show you. So you put your lettuce in here, and then on the top in the little plate area or section, you put your meats, your cheese and stuff, like your toppings on your salad. And then it comes with a little container for your dressing, and then the lid goes on it like that. And it's just so cool. It's just really neat. It fits in my cooler that I plug into the charger in my car, and it keeps it cold all day. So I love it. I'm not gonna use this part. I'm just gonna go ahead and mix it all in the bowl and put the taco meat on top of it and just mix it all up. And then I think for this, I'm gonna do ranch dressing, and I'll pour the ranch over top of it. So I have my hamburger in my skillet now, and I'm using my little food chopper. And once this starts cooking, I'm going to put a 1/4 cup of the taco seasoning in, and then 2/3 cup of water. I don't know if I'll need exactly 2/3 cup, but we'll just look at it and see how it is. So just a little tip, if you have like a lot of fat drippings off your hamburger meat, I like to go ahead and strain it in a bowl with a couple of paper towels down in the bottom. You don't want to pour this down your sink because it will clog your drains up. Once it cools down, it will solidify. So then I'm going to dump that in the garbage. So I have my ghee all heated up, and I'm just frying up my tortillas. I like them to be nice and brown and crunchy on both sides. And I'm just taking some of that taco meat and putting it on top of the salad that I prepared for my lunch the next day. This was so good, and it definitely hit the spot. So now that the tortillas are all fried up, I'm going to just place some of the taco meat on top of one tortilla and spread that out, and then I'll put some cheese on top of that, and then I take another tortilla and put on top.
Once I have all of the tortillas together, then I start putting on more cheese and adding the toppings of our choice, which I have some tomatoes, green onions, and cilantro, and then I put a little bit of Taco Bell taco sauce on them, and then I'll put them in the oven. I have the oven set on broil so that the cheese can melt and the toppings can get warmed up.
For dinner, we are having pulled pork. I've had this in the crock pot since about 7 o'clock this morning, and it is now 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So what I put on this was some onion powder, some butt rub, and garlic powder, and I think I put a little bit of kosher salt on there as well. It's been cooking on low. And I'm getting ready to go ahead and shred it, and then I'm going to put some barbecue sauce in it. We're just going to use the Sweet Baby Ray's, and I know some people use grape jelly. I don't have grape jelly. I'm going to do blueberry and see what it tastes like. Who knows? This is a total experiment right here, but we're going to try it and see. And then as a side for everybody else, I'm going to do some rotini pasta. Just gonna make it as regular pasta, and then they can put butter in it or put Italian dressing on it if they want, however they wanna eat it. And that will be dinner, but this smells so good. It looks delicious too. I'll show you once it's all plated up. Actually, I'm not gonna use the blueberry because I just opened it and it does not smell good. I'm gonna try this orange marmalade and see what that tastes like. I'll have to let you know. Hopefully I don't ruin this whole big pork shoulder.
This was absolutely delicious. I will definitely use the orange marmalade the next time I make pulled pork.
Friday, and if you guys watched my last grocery haul, then you know that Fridays I'm trying to do a fast food Friday. It can be either eating out, it can be just something super quick and easy at home, crock pot meal, whatever the case may be, as long as it is super fast and it's on Friday, so it's fast food Friday. So tonight we are going to have burgers on the grill, and this is a little Tupperware set that you put your hamburger meat in it, and it makes them evenly proportioned. So there's 5 of them. I'm going to toss these on the grill. When I put these in here, I already put garlic, salt, pepper. I think I did some onion powder. And I'm sorry if you hear the microwave going. And I mixed it all up, put it into the little containers, and then I just put the lid on it and I freeze it this way. So they're all thawed out now, and I'm just gonna toss them on the grill. I have baked potatoes in the microwave going. I've shown how we do the baked potatoes several times because I cook them until they're pretty much done in the microwave. Spray them with some either butter or olive oil or something, put some kosher salt on the outside, then throw them on the grill. I'm also gonna make some guacamole to go on the burgers. Usually I just put avocado, minced garlic, and kosher salt and a little bit of lime juice. I need to get a lime out in the salt, but I have some cilantro in the refrigerator and it's starting to look a little sad on me there. So I'm going to use cilantro, and then we have just a tiny bit of this salsa that we like to get from Aldi left over. We don't have any chips or anything, so I'm going to go ahead and just put this in it as well and see how it turns out. But I do need to get my lime out and squirt some fresh lime juice in it. And that's going to be dinner. For dinner, we're going to be having shrimp fajitas, or shrimp tacos, really, I guess. Usually I do my shrimp out on the grill, but it is cold outside and I am just freezing right now anyways, so I'm just going to do them on the skillet. I'm going to use some minced garlic and Old Bay seasoning and some onion powder. And I have I have a lime in here. I used this last night for dinner and I didn't feel like getting a container out, and I used up all the salsa. So I just stuck it in there to put it back in the fridge. But I'm gonna take the lime juice and squirt it on the shrimp after it cooks. And I just have the fixins here: tomato, lettuce, cilantro, which is, you know, on its last legs here, but I want to try to use up as much as I can. Taco sauce, cheese, and I have these small tortillas. This is what Jason will use. And then I have my low-carb tortillas. These are from Aldi and they are very good. I'm not sure what the girls are gonna have because they don't like shrimp. So I know we've got some pulled pork left over in the fridge. They could have that, or maybe some mac and cheese. I don't know. So I'm gonna put some of this ghee in the skillet, and that's what I'm gonna cook the shrimp in. Going to heat up our tortillas, and I just have them put on a microwavable plate. I wet a paper towel and put that over top of it, and then I'll just heat it up for like maybe 30 seconds or so, just, you know, depending on your microwave. That will heat the tortillas up and keep them from getting hard and crunchy with the wet paper towel on top.
So now that the shrimp are all done, I'm just cutting them up into smaller pieces just so it's easier to eat on the fajita. You're not biting into this big, huge piece of shrimp and then pulling a whole piece off of your fajita or tortilla. So this concludes this week's What's for Dinner. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Who got that one thing that's hard to come by? It's not your styling, it's not your jeans. No, what you got is deeper within.